Hello, 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 folks. We're back with the monocycle. I didn't know if I was going to do this today or not, but I've just been thinking about it a bunch, and I really want to try and nail this thing. I sort of want to put this on my art station. I don't know if it's like of quality or not, but the goal, I guess, is to get it of quality. And I just want to do something with this. I just want this thing to look great. So that's what I'm going for. We already got Pyro here in the beginning, and we're just big chilling. So let's go ahead and throw a bit of music on. We're just going to dig right in. I'm not going to beat around the bush. And we're looking at a monocycle. Okay, so what do we want to work on first? First and foremost, I think we want to build out lighting, because you can't have this without a light. That's crazy. Let's make a light. While I do that, how's everybody's day been? Pyro, how's your day been? What you been up to? You know what? I actually don't hate the way that looks. That is gonna be the right way to do this, I think. And then we can ease out a little bit on this part. We should be good. Cool. To go ahead and just make this maybe look a little bit crazier, I'm gonna throw a bit of a texture on the actual plasticky part. So we'll call this like a plastic. We'll just call it plastic. I'm not gonna call it anything crazy. I'll go ahead and maybe go ahead and grab, hello, brain is not working. I'll throw a checker on here. We'll see what a checker does to this. Let's throw a UV on there. Oh, that's bad. Really bad. That is ugly. Let's not have that be the case. If I grab it and I just automatically do a smart project. Pretty bad. If I do a smart project of 90, pretty bad. If I do normals, we're not gonna get a good result out of this, I don't think. Object data is just gonna give us the same thing as generator, but different sizing. I mean, that's gonna be our best result. So that's gonna be the result we use. Cool, you'll be it. And we'll do something slick. Something like a white and maybe like a mint. That'll be our boy for now. Does that look terrible? Sure does, but that's what we're doing. And if I know plastic, plastic has a clear coat. A really nice looking clear coat. Maybe a little bit less bad than that. And the roughness needs to be dropped down. And we're looking at a plastic. A not bad looking plastic either. I think specular might be really high. That feels pretty good. That feels right. Okay, so that stays. This is it. So we're gonna leave that as is for the time being, just so we can see kind of what we're working on while we're going. And now I'm gonna build out this little light. I've made one of these before, so I feel pretty comfortable that I can do this again, but we gotta nail it. So let's nail it. We're gonna put you here, which means we're gonna have to bolt it into this thing just a little bit. So let's go ahead and start. With a cylinder. We'll start with a cylinder. Cylinder is gonna do this perfect. So throwing down a cylinder. We're gonna do the Y by a 90. We're gonna go ahead and say 32 is fine. We'll GX that guy. We'll make him small. Is that how we want to do this? You know, it's just gonna go straight on, is what I'm gonna do. It's just gonna go right there. Okay, let's go ahead and cut. Bring you down. Grab the whole thing, bring it up just a little bit. Actually, I should probably just hinge it right on that, I think. As much as I want to be fancy with it, it's probably best just to keep it like that. And now I'm questioning if I should have done a cube. We'll try this first. We'll go this route first, and we'll see what happens. That can work. Alright, so that is that. Bring that in, bring it back down. And maybe crease this pretty hard. And we gotta crease you pretty hard. I think we might be in business. I probably shouldn't have subdivided it as much as I did, but oh well. You live, you learn, and that's all there is to life. That actually looks amazing. I think the couple of differences that we want to make is we want to round out the back of this thing. I mean, no one's ever going to see this anyway, but I care, so I'm doing it. Gotta be very careful to hit this angle, right? That looks okay. I think the one thing I might do is just circle tool this. I kind of wish you had an automatic setup to make this work, but whatever, right? That's life. Kind of wish I could just do this automatically. I have a cat that's going to tear down my door right now, but she's currently under quarantine, so she's not getting in here. Scout! Chill out. This morning, I was hanging out, and my cat decided to throw up directly onto me. And she's just been, like, toying with me all day. She thinks she's so clever. She thinks she's got such a little hold on me, so I'm ignoring her today. Today is an ignore the cat day. She's on probation. Okay, so we're gonna want some auto normals for sure. Otherwise, we're gonna have this ugly mess. Scout. I'm actually gonna like suplex her into a wall. I'm actually going to fully like deck my cat. Oh, that worked. Why did that work? Okay, that works. I kind of wish it had like a bracket that it attached to. That makes way more sense. Okay, we're gonna attempt to make a bracket for this. This is gonna end badly. This is not a good idea, and I don't recommend anybody do this, but it is what I'm doing, so sure. I'm going to be the smart guy and actually make a copy of this first, though, because I don't want to be the fool that messed up because I didn't have the patience for it. There we go. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. What happened? What happened? One of them didn't go correctly. I don't know why. Okay, so we can probably lower this light to like a tiny amount. We don't need it to be as long as it was. That'll do for me. Heads up, 17% of the way there. Man, I'm gonna have to start thinking about what this is soon. I'm shivering. Hello, folks. You two joined at the same time. Don't mind me while I just itch my thighs. I've been wearing long johns for like 3 days straight, and getting a little itchy because I don't normally wear stuff over my legs like that, and I have hairy Florida legs, so I don't experience so much constriction. Also, I finally got my Switch controller to connect to my computer. Hey! I don't know if I should announce yet or not what we're doing. I'm gonna say probably not yet. But we gotta, the folks got a little plan. Say it right. It's a computer. Stop all the downloading. I'm a computer. Anybody who is just joining stream, I will have you know I'm ignoring my cat. So if you hear the faint, desperate calls from my door, know that I am not responding to it because my cat is on probation. And she'll remain that way, as she deserves. That is way too large, but it is perfect. Stop all the downloading. Man, that, so my dream when I was a kid, I say kid, I was in college. I was an actual adult. But I was a kid in college, so it is what it is. My goal in college was to convince all of my friends at the time to dress up as the G.I. Joe people from the shorts and go to a convention as the G.I. Joe guys. And I came really close to convincing them, but I did not succeed. And I was going to be pork chop sandwiches. I was going to be old Mr. Pork Chop Sandwiches. Which I guess I should probably use as a sound effect nowadays. Because it is kind of like one of my more defining sound effects in my life. Okay, let's grab this and seal the deal. Do I feel comfortable with this? That feels okay. This isn't that bad. Let's take a look at this part. We could probably do this, I think. We could probably do this, I think. And that will probably give us a little bit more of like a gradual taper, I think. That doesn't look that bad. Now we want to check our auto normal, make sure we have like a 45 or something so we can kill off that angle and keep this the same. That works. Works for me. I'm gonna say that does not look bad. I'm actually okay with this. I am actually going to perform wrestling moves on my cat very soon. She is going to get demolished. Call PETA. I'm about to attack my cat. Scout. Let's go really far up. I kind of feel like I want to go even crazier. I think this will be cool. Okay, so we're gonna just like pull this out as good as we can handle it. Take a look. It's in a book, Reading Rainbow. The only difference that I'm seeing now is maybe that wants to be like that. That feels perfect. That feels okay. Let's try that. And then now I will just grab you and I will pull you back. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Come here. You're going to get suplexed. I've done it. I have completely put my cat into submission. She's dead. She's doomed. She'll not be wrestling in the Federation any longer. Okay, so that looks like maybe the most annoying thing to have to screw in, but it's not my problem, so what do I care? Okay, so if I had to make one more change, I would get right into here. I'm gonna grab all of these guys and we're gonna bring them in. Didn't realize how complicated making a light was gonna be. I'm now kind of regretting it, but we're here now, might as well just settle in. Okay, so we have not a bad looking base right there. Should I have made this in two pieces as Simo would normally tell me to do? Yes, I should have, but I didn't think like that. So this is where we're at. So I'm going to grab each of these and we're going to do a little incision on each of them. And now I will do what I can. So you're gonna be S wide down to about a cube, same for you. You're gonna be way harder to figure out. You're gonna be SX'd. That's not bad. Let's do that right there. Do the same thing to you, and now we're gonna try and bridge them and see what happens. I think that's the worst looking thing I've ever seen in my life. It's not great. Okay, so we have this. Is this usable? I mean, maybe. I think it's fine. It's not my favorite little contraption I've ever made, but I don't think it's going to be the worst thing in the world. It just has to get the idea across as far as I'm concerned. It probably needs to do a lot more than that, but do I have it in me? I guess is the real question. Let's do a little bit of GUI. I can do this. 0.01. 0.015. Don't mind that. Negative 0.015. That does not look bad. That actually kind of solved it for me. I think I like that. I think I like it. Now, what happens if I throw a little cross around here? Oh, that looks really bad. Why is it so bad? That's not how that's supposed to work. Why is it doing that? I went and goofed it. What I want is to bisect all of this. Oh, it's because there's a triangle, I see. This triangle right here is pretty ugly. Nope, we'll ignore it. I'm gonna ignore it for now. I'm gonna completely ignore that part. That part doesn't matter. Did I over-engineer the heck out of this thing? Probably. I think a company making a cheap little light on the back of a bike is definitely not going to put in this amount of effort, but you know what? If they're not going to do it, who will? Might as well be me. Okay, so now we grab you and we throw you in. That, I think, is not terrible. Is it great? I don't know if it's great. It looks a little nautical, which is maybe not the energy for this, but you know what? Too bad. It's what I settled on, and I'm pleased with myself. And if I'm happy with myself, I don't care what anybody else thinks. That's not true. I do care to some degree what other people think because I do have a point of reference for my art. But in this particular case, I don't care what people think. And I'm going to leave this face flat. I kind of wanted to raise it and make a dome, but you're never going to get in close enough to see it anyway. If you put this chassis on, you're not getting close enough to really investigate it. And if I put a good enough bump map on it, you'll never know. You'll never be able to tell the difference. So I guess that's just a challenge for me to try and make a good enough bump map. So let's start by grabbing a bolt, just a single bolt. Grab you. And we're gonna set your rotations to 0. Okay, I grabbed the wrong one. Set your rotations to 0, and then we're going to flip you completely upside down. I think we're good just to leave it like that. Do a little GUI to bring that on in there. Make sure we're looking at about the correct size here. It's unfortunate because it's not a perfect little shape here. So trying to get it to match is like not exactly in the mode. That looks fine enough. I think that's good. From most angles, you're gonna be like, yeah, that looks great. So that's it, done. Cool. Should I try and add a bevel to this? I was thinking about that last night, is if this needs a bevel. Okay, well, it does not like a bevel, so I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say sharp is fine as is. Okay, let's go ahead and put you around our cylinder with a Y. This is gonna be called backlight. We're gonna make a front light in just a moment, and I'm a little bit more intimidated about that one than I am about the backlight, but we'll get there when we get there, I suppose. Now I gotta figure out what color this light is. Now, the setting that I'm putting all this in really demands that this is a different part, because this bike should really be assembled from a bunch of random parts. So if we look at the whole thing as a set, we're gonna grab that and just make it something else. Can't see under that. No, that looks perfect. That's gonna be it right there. Okay, so what color are you gonna be? I'm gonna say we probably want it to be this material, just a different color. Maybe it'll have a little bit of a logo on it as well. I'm not sure about that. I don't even know where I would want to put the logo. I'm gonna call this backlight frame. Where would we put a logo? Okay, let's start with the color first. Color is most important. So, for the color of a light, if we're looking at this, it's an orange. The orange is a strong idea. Brown is a strong idea. Green is kind of a cool idea, but probably not. This little cyan-y blue strikes me. Vroom, vroom. Vroom, vroom, motherfucker. A red is also nice, like a really deep maroon seems nice. Let's do maroon. That seems good. That's a good color. Like that. That's perfect. That's a beautiful color. Wow, that's actually one of the nicer colors I've ever made that quickly. Beautiful color. What's up, Scroops? How you doing? Scroopy, I liked your message on your Discord. I have no idea what it said. I'm assuming it said I'm not streaming today because something came up or whatever. That was my assumption, and that's why I liked it. But I did not know what it said, so I just liked it anyway. I could have thrown it through a Google Translate, but I saw it maybe like a moment before I streamed. I was right? Alright, good. I had a feeling it was roughly equivalent to something like that. Okay, here we have some generalized metal. That looks great. That is about perfect. The only thing we want to do is make sure that this is not as flat as it is. Perfect. You know what? Maybe I do want it that flat. Scroopy, how's your day going? Why'd you suspend stream? You doing okay? I have some stuff to do for university. That is fair. So I have an unfortunate announcement. I didn't go to the bathroom before I streamed because I literally went to the last second trying to do something and I failed. And I forgot to go to the bathroom, so I'm thinking I gotta go to the bathroom now. Otherwise, I think my bladder might explode. So I'm gonna be right back. But I'll see you soon. Hello, I've returned. That was a long pee. Sorry if that's TMI. I really had to go. You ever get that stuff that just like creeps up on you? What was it, 30 minutes ago I didn't have to go at all. But all of a sudden it was like, you gotta go pee. Been drinking a lot of water, I think that's what it is. Hello, hello, hello everybody. I'm gonna call this lights. Where did you go? I had to go pee. I had to go take a little pee. Also, now that I have a texture on this looks way better. This actually looks good. Like, really good. So, color me a fan. Thank you for the hydrate so I can make some more pee. I'm making piss. We'll put some bunny ears on. Ba-da-ba-da. All right. We're all geared up. My camera went dark again, which is frustrating. Oh man, I hate the way OBS does cameras. Hello, you're gonna see me very close for a moment. All my settings are normal. The only thing I can do is add brightness, which is like fake, and I don't like doing it, but it just goes dark sometimes. I don't know why. My room's the same light as far as I can see. I literally have a spotlight on me right there. Okay, anyway, focused. Hello, mind me, I'm losing my mind slightly. This is already a weird rhythm for the day. So, what we want to do is do a mix RGB. We'll worry about that in a moment, actually. Let's start with a wave. I actually think that already looks kind of good. I already think that looks fine, but I'm gonna push it one step further to the edge, and I'm about to break. Did you ever get rid of the casing, or is it just turn off? Did you get rid of the casing, or is it just turn off? What does that mean? Casing, or is it just turned off? What does that mean? Also, you have just reminded me of something for this sketch. So thank you for accidentally saying something that I needed to hear. Oh, is it just turned off? Yes, it is. It's here. It's still here. I'm just, I'm building out the stuff that's like in the way first. Just had to, just take a good look at all this stuff first. I'm gonna say that's not a bad size. Maybe just a little bit more, like a 7 will do. Shout out to Tablet Genius, who loves this soundtrack. Because of Naked Bike, true. I mean, I like this look a lot. If I put a little brace up here and I just like equipped all this stuff, I'd be, this is the kind of bike I would ride. You know what? Now that I'm looking at it, I might cut a hole. Oh, the case might be... Okay, all right. Let's not get out of hand. Let's not... I have an idea. That's all I'm gonna say for now. I ride a naked bike? Of course Scroopy rides a bike. Scroopy's cool as can be. Scroopy's always got the lowdown for everything. Okay, so we got ourselves a little light. And now let's add that little 3D bit that we wanted to add earlier by first giving ourselves a gradient. And I'm gonna double check that I do this correctly, because if I do this wrong, it's gonna look really strange. So, whoa, careful. So let's start by doing this. Come here, come on. Get over there. I'll go in lurk mode because I have stuff to get done. Of course. You enjoy the rest of your day, my man. I appreciate you always hanging out. I'm not gonna spoil me and Scroopy's secret project that we're working on, but Scroopy and I got a little something that we're thinking about doing. So looking forward to that. Okay, so we have a setup here. And it needs to be spherical. And now I just need to push it back and really play with some angles. So let's start with X. Not X. Let's start with Y. Not Y. Let's start with Z. Z is about right. Looks okay. If I throw a color ramp on here, I might be able to get something a little bit crazier, I think. I think we can maybe play with our angles a little bit more and get something a little bit more dramatic looking. That looks pretty fine. This little bulb on the end is not the best thing I've ever seen, but it's fine. Hey, Tablet Genius, I was just talking about you. I was saying that we were playing your favorite song. You know what? B-Spline has too much of a weirdness to it. I actually understand how B-Spline works all of a sudden, and I don't know if I like it, even though I use it on all my projects. So the more you know, I guess. Sometimes you gotta realize that B-Spline is wrong. that the way I want to do it? I think I want to do it the other way around, right? We might want to divide it, not multiply. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. She's perfect. Now, if I take this and I throw a color on here, I think we are done. I think we've made a perfect little lights. Bum. Hey, thank you. I always know that Tablet Genius is going to have my best interest in mind. Okay, so that is crazy looking. It actually looks so cool. What does this look like? This looks like... It looks really cool. This looks like if like a demon summons a bunch of thorns from the ground or something. I bet you could put something to this. I bet you could copy this setup and make something out of it, but that's not for today. You add like a little distortion to it. Yeah, you can make some crazy stuff with this. That's a good look. Cool. Well, it's not for today. Today we're gonna keep things nice and simple. That's probably about where we want it, although I might flip it so it looks like that. That looks very correct. That feels very real. Now, we're gonna add a clear coat, because obviously it's plastic. There we go. We'll set the clear coat to 0.15. We will set the roughness to 0.15. So the whole thing should be really nice and glossy looking. And we've faked the 3D effect a little bit, so now we don't need to worry about geometry. I might up that roughness just a little bit. Let's do 0.2 on each of those. Really high specular, and the specular is orange, of course. We're playing with some cool little effects here. Dare I do it? Am I really gonna do this? I kind of just want to give it that holographic effect. I know, I'm obsessed. I get it. I understand that I'm the most obsessed person on earth with layer weight. Nobody likes layer weight as much as I am. I might as well like rebrand my stream to be the layer weight stream. Too bad. You like what you like. Like, if anybody ever has a question about layer weight, I hope they come to me. Everything else, you should talk to somebody else. But layer weight, I'm your guy. I am the layer weight guy. I actually think that's not good. I actually think I liked it the other way. I'll be wrong. I'm glad to be wrong. Nope, that looks great. That looks really weird and strange. The only difference I would make is that it's a little gross looking. So we're gonna color ramp that and settle it down a little bit. Let's go ahead and do a little B-spline on there. Make sure that we get a really gradual taper between these colors. There you go. Now you barely see it. Which means I can grab you and put you at 0.5, and I can actually grab another one down here and make this one very red. So this one is going to be my red. There we go. That's my light. Done. I'm gonna say that looks fine, especially from a distance. That looks great. Now we throw a little bit of a light on there. So this one seems obvious. I'm going to go ahead and push you all the way out to here. Maybe throw an invert on there. Bum-ba-dee. Excuse me. I'm dying, Squirtle. All right, we're back. Here we go. Bless you ×2. Thank you. Is that not a perfect looking light? That looks really good. It looks a little flat. I'm like doubting myself as I'm talking. It does look good. It's just a little flat. Maybe a displacement would do it better, but you know what? Oh well. What it really is probably this. I probably want to do an add instead of a multiply. I really want that like conical shape. Oh, there we go. Invert. Yeah, still not quite there, but it's fine. It's good enough for my purposes. I don't care. I think it looks really good. I think it does look good. It's just not like exactly what I would want. And I'm gonna do myself one favor just for future reference. And I'm gonna put a value right here. And we're gonna set the value to 7. And we're gonna go ahead and plug it into both of these guys. So now, if ever I feel like it, I can just move this to like 10 and get something else. Which 10 actually looks pretty good. So let's keep that. Cool, next. That is the light done. Backlight done. So let's put the chassis on. You're driving behind this guy. Yeah, that's great. He's got no blinkers. He doesn't have blinkers. Oh, and I need to put a switch on here. Do I need to put a switch on here? Maybe I just need to put a wire through here. I guess if it's made well, the wire's going through this little metal bar. Do I want to think on that level right now? Do I want to think about the actual mechanics of how this thing works? Or are we just trying to build a motorcycle? I kind of think it would be cool if we put a wire on it. It would be really cool. All right, whatever. Let's do it. What do I care? I can handle a wire. Why do I give myself more work? Why do I do this? Why do I always end up doing this? All right, so we got a curve. Let's assign it a little bit of geometry. Just the tiniest little bit of geometry. We'll say a 0.1 is perfectly fine. It's just a little tiny wire. Doesn't need to be that big. Yeah. Should be fine. Okay, so here's how we're gonna do this. First things first, we're gonna do that. And now I gotta take this and I got to shrink wrap it. Uh-oh, this is gonna get bad. We want this to go onto frame. And we want project. Whoa. Huh. Ha ha ha. This is gonna be fun. How are we gonna make this work? I'm trying to think how I made it work with the bird fountain. The bird fountain, I think, was just attached the whole way through, so it didn't matter, it didn't care. Because if I up this, right, we're screwed. Oh, it's not doing anything. That's odd. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing this? I don't understand what's going on. Don't make me do this manually. Don't make me do this manually. I don't want to do this manually. I don't care. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna probably... I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pin this, and I'm gonna do physics simulation to drape it over the bars later. We're gonna worry about that later. That is not a now task. Okay, so focused. So now we need to make handles. Do we want to make handles right now, or do we want to do something else? What else would I do? I need to add back pegs, which I could probably do right now. Let's do that right now. So first things first, let's grab ourselves some back pegs. How on earth am I going to do that? Right here. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. We're gonna see what happens. Let's do a little connect. Actually doesn't look terrible. It's got a weird curve to it that I think I don't appreciate, but otherwise that doesn't look that bad. So if we subdivide that twice, we grab both of these and just separate them a little bit. I think we have an okay shape. You know what, actually, now that I'm here, let's dissolve, let's delete this edge. And let's do a connection here. I think that's gonna be just fine for us. It's not very stylish looking, I'll give it that, and I think style's kind of the only thing we got going on this build, so maybe we need to worry about style a little bit more. I mean, it looks fine. Okay, let's build this guy out real quick and see what it does. And if it looks okay, then I think we're set. So I'm gonna say Z-lock this guy. Oh, nope. Let's do a... Whoa, what happened? Come back. E. What do I want? I want a Y-lock. Right? Delete the wheel, grab you. feel like I'm doing surgery. I feel like I'm operating on a live human body right now. This shouldn't be this serious. It's not that serious. I don't know why I'm freaking out a little bit. We can take that. We could probably GY that a little bit. Put it into there. Maybe do a little GX to push that in. I do technically know how to operate on a human body thanks to that weird book I read as a kid, but nothing that I would ever put into practice. Okay, so we gotta fix all that later. I mean, that's pretty ugly looking, but we'll get there. And now I just copy it against the wheel. Boom. 2 guys down. Put that into rendered view, and that looks intimidating. It's also a nice little place for a passenger, if you want to have a passenger on here to put their legs. So, kind of a win-win. Can't be that upset about it. Do you love me? All right, let's make a to-do list, because I'm starting to freak myself out. I'm starting to think a little bit too big picture, and I need to just do like one thing at a time. So before we get caught up in what we're doing, let's put this out here. I wish every piece of text started centered. Maybe I should affect that in my startup file. Okay, so we gotta make seats. We're gonna make throttle. We gotta make front lights. Fix frame, or chassis is what I'm calling it. Speedometer. Is there anything else? I think that might be everything. There's a part of me that wants to make like a helmet or something, but there's no way. I'm not doing that today. Why am I giving myself more work for no reason? I want to say that's it. Seat, throttle, front lights, fixed chassis, and the speedometer. Thank you for the hydrate. So according to this logic, I should probably get into speedometer territory right now. Fixed chassis is the last thing I do. Like, obviously, it's the last thing you do. The front lights scare me. The throttle scares me. The seats, they're not that scary, but getting them to align on here is going to be a pain in the butt. I might actually fix the chassis to the seats instead of fixing the seats to the chassis. That's probably a better way to think about it. So, okay, sure. I think we're there. Let's call it there. So you can go over my reference image right there. And we'll get everything nice and organized for absolutely no good reason. In fact, let's do this just so we have something nice and stylish to look at. There we go. Done. Okay, speedometer. None of these actually have a speedometer. That probably is the speedometer right there. So, let's make a speedometer. What does a speedometer look like? Speedometer is it's like a lot of little pieces. It's gonna be a cylinder, first and foremost. It's gonna be a cylinder of 32, that's fine. You are gonna be looking at it. Let's get it a 40. Let's give it a 48. Do I care about optimization right now? I don't think I do. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to be doing with this model, and I'm only going to be really like showing this model off. I don't think I'm going to be letting other people use it, so what do I care? It's just going to take forever to render. Which wouldn't be the first. Wouldn't be the first long render I have in the world. A speedometer? That's pretty much what I do for work. That's awesome. Hello, Sima. So I'm gonna be doing Simo's job for him today. So you're welcome, I guess. Okay, so speedometers are strange, right? They do something strange. They go like this. Right? They're not flat, right? Am I right, Simo? They do this? They have this weird curve to them, don't they? It's an easy fix if I have to fix that later, so whatever. And then we throw some subdivision on there. Some do, some don't. All right. I want to be the guy that does it, because I think that's a cool touch. I think that's a thoughtful feature. Wow, we really messed up our geometry on this guy. So I will correct it. Just with one quick little bevel. Oh, actually, just had to apply scale. Besides the one we make are just fancy tablets anyway. True. I think that's kind of like the way of the world, right? That's what everybody's doing nowadays. All right, so speedometer. They do have 3D meshes there. What do you mean they have 3D meshes there? What does that mean? What is that referring to? You know what? Actually, this is obvious to me. There is no backplate. Like, you'll never see it. Why would there be a backplate? I suppose you could see it if you looked into these holes, but hopefully I'm gonna get those hard to look in, so too bad. If you can see it bad, I'll add a backplate. Like, the UI elements are usually 3D meshes rather than 2D image files. Yeah, no, I get that. You wouldn't have a job otherwise, right? I like the way this looks a lot. This is cool. It's a little gross. That angle right there, I don't love. Also, they have better performance. Why would they have better performance using 3D assets over 2D images? What is that about? How does that make any sense? I guess maybe if you're reusing the 3D assets a whole bunch. Okay, that's more along lines of probably what I want to be doing here. I probably want to do this realistically. Okay, that feels almost right. I hate this angle, but I think that's on the chassis half, not on the speedometer's half. So we'll fix that as we go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of this, and we're gonna fill it, and we're going to grab it as a single object, and we're going to separate by loose, nope, we're gonna separate by selection, I mean. you're going to be called, let's do this as Speedometer. We're going to make this whole thing a new collection called Speedometer. Speedo is what you're going to be called. So, Speedo. Okay. You are Speedo Frame. Graphic engines render transparent pixels too, and because image files are always rectangular, you can save on shader performance by making a 3D mesh instead of the image. That makes no sense to me, but I will take it. It makes literally no sense to me, but sure. I believe that people smarter than me have figured that out. Okay, so we're back to this. That actually doesn't look bad once you stick it on there like that. So we're gonna do the default metal, hubcap. We're gonna apply scale so it looks nice. We're gonna add the same metal as the glass up front there, which I forget the name of. It's called windscreen. That ain't bad. It's rather unintuitive. I was quite confused about it the first two, but it makes sense. Sure. I mean, like I said, I think people smarter than me have definitely figured that out. This is a good piece of metal. This is not a good piece of metal. This is a random piece of metal. That's a random piece of metal. This is not a random piece of metal. So it definitely shouldn't look like that. It should look like that. It should have the same color scheme. I'm realizing that I have duplicated my bolts, and I want all of them to have the exact same pattern. So we're gonna come into here and fix our bolts. I could delete the bolts later. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Okay, so we're gonna want something kind of beautiful here. It's where we really got to figure out our color scheme. I'm gonna call this Speedo Backing, is what I'm gonna call it. It's not a good name, but it's what I'm gonna call it. Okay, so it's gonna have a color. I don't know what the color is yet, but it's gonna have a color, and we're gonna keep it white so it has this sort of framed look. This beautiful sort of look. Maybe I'll lower that down just a little bit. Let's do like a 0.75. Fragment shaders make calculations every pixel. You gain a lot of performance by limiting those transparent pixels. Doesn't make sense to me. Okay. Let's do a test. Because you're right. I know you're right, but I have to understand this now. You've said enough for my brain to be stuck on this. So now I am forced to think about this. You are telling me we'll use a very light one. I know it's not the best example because it's not exactly as beautiful as you would want it to look, but you are telling me that somehow you are saying that in some weird world, at least with the specific tech that you're using, you're telling me that this alpha blend's fine. I don't care. You are telling me that this is easier to render than this? By some metric? Because that seems crazy to me. That seems not possible. That is crazy. How does that make any sense? What on earth? How detailed can you get the 3D model before it doesn't line up again? Like if I throw a subdivision on here, right? Surely that can't be equivalent. There are 2 subdivisions to get rid of those last little bits, right? That can't be equivalent. That feels crazy. Depends on the target resolution. That is wild. That is some weird tech right there. Whatever, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna have to make a speedometer, I think. Okay, let's make a speedometer. Why not? We can do this. This isn't that bad. I can make a good speedometer. I've done worse in my life. Let's make a cube, push you up. Make you real small. Get you just a little bit on the skinny side. That's not what I wanted. Get you a little bit on the skinny side. Let's get you a little bit on the long side. I don't know exactly the proportion that I'm going for yet, but we will get there. And I'm going to resist using a subdivision because I want flat sides. So, first thing we got to do is move this so that his object of origin is pretty close to being a square. Should look pretty good. Now we do 2 cuts. Let's do 1 cut. 1 cut. We're going to settle in on that square that we were looking at, because we absolutely need this to be symmetrical. That looks good. Looks fine enough for my purposes. Imagine you have a 2000 by 2000 texture going over 4 million pixels. If you have a complex shader, that's a lot of calculations. Yeah, I just don't understand why it can't be, like, rasterized. It's probably a specific method for, like, how it works on your system, which I totally understand. But I don't understand why it wouldn't just, like, turn into a raster and then it just scales. But I'm also not a coder for shading technology because that's nuts. I tried learning Vulkan about a year ago. I tried to learn Vulkan, and Vulkan just about killed my brain. Trying to figure out how that worked was not a fun little experiment. I'll put that out there. And that's actually kind of how I got into Unity and Unreal, where I was like, oh, I could code something from scratch. Then I was like, I can't code something from scratch. That's actually crazy. Nobody should ever attempt it. Some people should attempt it, but it's not going to be me. Okay, so that's a perfectly fine little gauge right there, but I'm gonna go one further because I'm a little bit of a crazy person, and I'll add just a little bit of a bevel here. Just so we can have a little bit of fun with it. Now we throw on auto normal as per the norm. And we say hello, how do you do? Look at that, looks good. Just learned GLSL in Godot. Yeah, I mean, that's like crazy stuff. Using it in a program is a little nicer, but doing it from scratch with C++, I was about to lose my mind. I was having a really bad time. I was not pleased with what I was doing to myself. That's good. It's a good little guy right there. Yeah, it was not a good first introduction into game development, I'll tell you that. But such is my way in life. I always kind of go over the deep end to begin with. It's what I like to do. Okay, so this is a fantasy universe. We're still on this whole fantasy train, despite the fact that we're using motorcycles. So I get to do whatever I want. That's my excuse. I get to do whatever I want. And I'm going to do whatever I want. And whatever I want is that I am going to... We're going to go like this. We're going to look at it through the lens. A little bit of RY to bring that down into a nice little place. We're gonna barely kiss that bottom right there. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That looks just about perfect to my eyes, so we'll go ahead and take that. And we have a speedometer. Our graphics engine at work is just bare bones enough where I need to write shaders and think about low-level stuff, but complex enough to handle the 3D drawings, etc. So pretty perfect for my interests. That's awesome. I'm glad you found it. We drop that down just a little bit. What do we get? This looks fine. This is not how speedometers work, right? Like, I've messed it up. This is not how they work. At all. That's actually pretty close. If we just stay between a certain range, we're probably good to go. Alright, so you have redeemed squats and stretches, I'm a cup of tea, and I will be doing those, but I have a unfortunate thing to say about squats and stretches real quick. Let me do this real quick, and then I'm going to make my announcement, because I'm very ashamed at what has happened today. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, it's perfect. Cool. So we just got to make the dial go from that to that. That is totally usable by my standards. Oh no? It's okay. It's not a big deal. It's just a little sad. Okay, so what needs to be on a speedometer? A speedometer needs to have the speed, clearly. It has RPM. I'm not going to put RPM because it's fantasy and I can do whatever I want. We probably need the fuel level. Almost certainly we need to have a fuel level in here. I think a fuel level is probably all we want. Oh, how long you've gone. They rarely have RPM anymore anyway. That's good. Excellent. I need mileage though. I need how far you've driven. So that'll do. This is relatively an electric bike. So we're gonna take it as is. Okay, so we want speed, distance, and miles. It's a magic bike. It's not a magic bike. It uses fuel, but the fuel regrows. It's like algae based. This is an algae based bike. I gotta figure out what the max and minimum miles per hour is. So it's probably gonna be between that range right there. Which I kind of like the way this looks a lot. Okay, we're gonna worry about defaults and stuff later. That's not what we're doing right now. That's not the point what we're doing right now. So let me go ahead and color this, and then we're gonna move on to squats, and I'm going to tell you my unfortunate thing that has happened. The thing that I have been resisting. So first things first, we're gonna say this is Speedonito. Speedonito. It does have a faint little glow to it, doesn't it? They are kind of a little bit of a glowy sort of thing. So what I should do, honestly, is I should just grab myself a color right here and literally just copy it, and then now I don't need to worry about doing these two separate. I can adjust as I feel. So we'll do that, and I will drop the emission down to be pretty low, and we're gonna give it that same plasticky lovely sheen that we have before on everything. High specular. I actually kind of don't want the specular to be tinted on this. I don't know why that makes a difference to me, but it does make a difference to me. Yeah, so we get that cool little glossy look. Perfect. You probably would feel unsafe at high speeds with this thing, so maybe max 80 kilometers per hour. I think the people who drive this are not... They don't care. I think they're kind of nutty. Okay, you know what? That's a little carrot. We got a little carrot. Oh, sometimes they're red, though, aren't they? Sometimes they're like this color. And if I make it whiter, that's not a bad looking color. Okay, let's stay away from orange a little bit. I also got to stick a little holder in here that it's going to rotate around. Let's make sure the glass fits on top and doesn't get cut off. Not at all. It's not even going to come close. So we're done. Cool. She's coming together. All right, so let's talk about squats. I made a scene in Blender for squats so that I could do squats in a gym, quote unquote, something or other. I have a problem. Oh, I'm also losing frames, which is good. This is gonna go hand in hand with what's going on. Welcome to my squat gym. Hello, it's me. I'm here, I'm ready to do squats. You know what the problem is? The problem with this is I rendered it at 4K by accident. It took forever, and my computer hates running it. It's kind of freaking out right now. So I'm gonna do squats really quick, and hopefully we're not gonna destroy the stream, and then I'll be back. Oh, she's freaking out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a 10. All right, I'm out. I'm leaving. We're quitting out of this before my computer blows up. We're back. All right. So we have a speedometer. I probably have to set up the speedometer at some point. I mean, I definitely do. I don't get a way around that. I'm not gonna think about it right now. I think I don't care that much. Whoops. Not what I wanted. You know what? I love the way that looks. Once we add some dials on there, that's gonna look really good. How we're gonna add dials, I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Next. We have a speedometer. It's not done, so I'm not gonna check it off yet. Let's do the lights. This is the part I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing. Look how terrible those lights are. How do we want to put lights on this bad boy? I don't even really know what the front of this guy is going to look like yet. You know what? I got it. I got a cool idea. I don't know if it's going to pan out, but I have a cool idea. That is okay looking. Okay, so what I want to be doing here, almost certainly, is going by normals. Go GUI, connect these guys up. So they look like that, and now I can delete this little piece. Okay, so now it kind of looks like a whale, which I'm in on. Color me kind of a fan of the whale. You like Zora's Domain? Fan is the Zora stuff. Got a little bit of a goose today. The song before Zora, but I like this one as too. The one before was Lavender Town from Pokemon Silver, which it's like a reimagining of Lavender Town if it's not scary, which I am such a big fan of. Such a cool idea. Pokemon Silver really was like, they were really thinking on a different level with that game. Check this out. Hey, check this out. That's how you do a little bit of optimization of your mesh. That looks gross. Why is there such a weird little bisection here? What are you? I think I made that intentionally last time, but I'm not pleased about it. Ah, man, I don't love how weird that looks. Just think. Just use your brain for just a moment and just figure out why this looks so bad. Like, I get fundamentally why this looks bad, but I need to figure out how to fix it. I think the way you fix it is you make it so that it's a double curve instead of a single curve. I think a more complicated curve is going to look good. Which means I have to do some crazy mumbo jumbo to make this thing work. Okay, got it. Check this out. Push you up, grab you, J that, delete, delete. Do a little bit of that. Okay, so we have a little bit of an issue here, but I think I can fix that. This is very classic 3D modeling. This is not a workflow I've used in a long time because it's not very good. But I think I can make it work. So realistically, we just want to take this guy and pop a little face in here. Does that matter? Yes, it does matter. We have to do that. We are required to do this. You're going to be like that right there. I think we've done it. Folks, I think we've done it. I think we managed, somehow, against all odds. So, should look pretty good like that. Let's throw this back on. Let's take a look at it. It does look a little bit meaner, but it still kind of has the whale look. Which was not the goal. No. I think we goofed it. Okay, I'm going back. I'm going back to the beginning. Let's take this back to the beginning. I definitely don't have enough undos to do this, but oh well. Merge at center. Okay, so we have this guy merged relatively back to the way we had it in the beginning. So we want something a little bit more squared off, I think is what we're attempting to do. I think that might have been the big fault, is that I was trying to do this. trying to make something that had a little bit of a sharper edge to it without actually dividing it the correct amount of times to make that sharper edge. So, now that I'm thinking about my topology a little bit more, let's correct this. Yeah, let's do that. So, we're going to grab you. I understand that there's going to be a little bit of a break in my topology here for just a little bit. It will come back to normal eventually, but probably not soon. So let's not judge me too harshly. I see what is going on here. So I'm going to do all of this dissolve to make a nice flat face. What is that? Where'd you come from? Okay, we are getting more of that shape that I wanted originally. Now, merging that is going to be a bad idea, but it will work out eventually, so let's just calm down for just a moment. We're going to make the front a flat face once the mirror is applied, meaning that you two can now be that. And that means you're going to be a flat face. Although these guys are not pleased about what's going on. If we just do that, just to give us a little bit more of a break. I still don't really understand why I have this, but we're going to leave that as is for now. And now you can just come out. Doesn't this song just make you want to eat rocks? Every time I hear this song, I just want to eat a bunch of rocks. Alright, we did it. Somehow. How I got here, I don't know. I was just kind of randomly quizzing around until I figured something out. We're close to making this work. Yummy, yummy rocks. Somehow we made it work. I still have to do the hard part. We're not done. Don't get me wrong. I'm not done. But I solved the hard part. Okay, so now we're going a little bit less on the whale side of things and a little bit more stout. Short and stout. Actually feels really good. That looks great. That feels a lot more real, a little bit less bird-like, which I don't know how to feel about that. I kind of like the bird, but I'm not that upset about it not being bird-like. And now I'm like, dare I try it again? Am I really going to just do it again? That seems like such a bad idea. If I cut you way up, we get this really sharp, cool looking edge. We actually just fixed like so much of this. We just fixed like everything in our mesh all in one go. Look at that. That looks great. Oh, we just fixed like everything instantly. How did that work out? How did this guy manage to do it? Okay, so we got to do the little stepping thing to keep our quads, but I don't remember the math on how to do the stepping thing, so I'm just going to make a really obvious triangle right here, and I'll remember to do that later, hopefully. But we can do the steps later. The little quad step. That looks really good. That looks solid. Look at these sharp lines. The only bad line here is you. So we're gonna bring that line back, and we're gonna bring this line a little bit smoother. Take a look at that. A lot better looking. That is not bad. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Very pleased with this. Now that I have sort of a little bit more control over this thing than I did just a minute ago, I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm going for kind of a jet ski look. The most annoying vehicle in the world, maybe, the jet ski? If you like jet skis, nothing against you, but, you know, the typical jet ski enjoyer is not the coolest person in the world, in my experience. They're a cool vehicle in theory, they're just not a cool vehicle in practice. Okay, so now I gotta make this work. I gotta make this work. Stop clicking video. That looks like it would make you take off, but I kind of like the way it looks. I might go for the fish imagery. Maybe, oh, I have such a good idea. I want the chassis of this to be a bunch of fish like running across its surface. Okay, now I've given myself a real job. Now I've really done it. So let's just go one step at a time until we get there. Is he gonna try the same thing as before and get upset when it doesn't work? You bet. You bet he is. He's gonna make a couple of differences though. We're gonna do a couple of cool things to make this work. First and foremost, I'm going to grab these and merge at last. And hopefully we're going to build out a more subtle shape here. The fact that it's like smiling is definitely the worst part. Looks a lot better though. So how about snowmobiles? Yay or nay? They are basically jet skis on snow. As far as I can tell, people that use snowmobiles are not annoying at all. So I'd say no problem. It's just jet skis, man. People that use jet skis are just always kind of rude. They're never the nicest folks in the world. That's all I'm really getting at. I don't necessarily care about the vehicle itself. I actually think jet skis are cool. They are a different kind of annoying? Why are they annoying? What's annoying about a jet or a snowmobile? A jet ski, as you call it. No, a snowmobile. You did call it a snowmobile. You know what? I think I'm going to embrace the whale imagery, because it actually looks good here. It actually has a cool little vibe to it. I'm actually a fan. Why decline what you can agree with? Why hate what you can love? And I think I love him. I think he's cute, actually. Alright, he's gonna be a weird whale thing. It's gonna happen. He's gonna be a whale. I didn't get a choice in the matter, but I'm alright with it. Do dee 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 dee. What a soundtrack. Ni no Kuni, everybody. I really wanted to add more Ni no Kuni to stream, but the unfortunate part is the Ni no Kuni soundtrack is almost all strings. And so it turns out it's very not fun to add a bunch of random strings to a stream. Oh, this is going to be annoying. How are we going to make this work? We have this term which basically translates to a gasoline sneaker guy. They are the kind of people that own snowmobiles too. Got it. Gasoline sneaker guy. What does that mean? Hello, it is me, the gasoline sneaker guy. Okay, check it out. I got an idea. Front lights. This is going to be a bit of a disaster for a little bit. I think it'll work its way out. I love Ni no Kuni. I also love Ni no Kuni. I had a very intimate play with Ni no Kuni with an ex of mine a long, long time ago. It was like our game that we played together. And it was a magical time. I mean, I have no hard feelings about it whatsoever. It was such a cool experience. Being in love with somebody and sharing a game is a wild experience. As somebody who's most of my relationships have not revolved around video games, it's cool to be in a relationship where it's like, yeah, let's play a game. There's something really cool about that. Okay, so this is gonna be a wreck. This is gonna be a wreck. Let's just think for just a minute how I'm gonna do this. Is this gonna be too sci-fi? This might be way too sci-fi. Let's try it. Let's get rid of front lights. Let's grab the plastic. We're going to double the plastic. We're going to call you front lights. We're going to add this back in. Okay, check this out. Here's what I want to do. We want to add a gradient hooked up to it with strength what? Not strength. Let's use color. We can do a lot more with color. Weirdly obsessed with like cars or mopeds if they are younger. For some reason, they tend to annoy me, which is kind of funny considering my current work. Uh-oh. Hey, there we go. We've done it. Okay, perfect. It is 180. Done. Okay, we're here. So now we should figure out where the angle of this is. Yep, right there. Now, is this a silly idea? I think so. But I'm gonna try it anyway. Okay, we're here. Now all I gotta do is add a mix RGB that is hooked up with this and black. And we're done. There we go. Enable bloom. I'm not gonna enable bloom yet, but bloom will definitely make this look very vaporwave. That is very cool looking. I think that's gonna cut off weird, but maybe it'll look fine. That is a little psychedelic looking. Okay, tell you what, it's time to cut that and make it bright red. We're gonna make it just solid red. Everything else looks okay to me. I mean, we got a bike, and it's got a light on it. If we want to go one step further to the edge, I could add the exact same mix RGB here. Do this. Now we're back to here. Now this black can be edited. That black can be edited to be a little bit more interesting. No, actually, I don't want to edit the black. I want to edit this guy. Now that it's red like that, I think it would be cool to have some sort of Akira bike vibes on it. I think what I'm gonna do is a bunch of fish. I'm gonna grab a reference image real quick, because I have an idea of what I want. Oh God, I gotta show you this. Okay, I just Googled the Ponyo fish scene, Ponyo fish. Because what I want is this. I want these fish crashing. That's the look I'm going for. But somebody photoshopped their little girl, which is very cute. Like, shout out to them. But like, holy cow. What a vibe. I'm jealous. I wish my childhood was this cool. That is very cool. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm gonna get off of looking at this little girl. I want a picture of just the fish. I don't really want Ponyo on there. I don't care for Ponyo. Although I guess this is gonna be kind of Ponyo vibes with the orange and the red. So I guess I'm accidentally making a Ponyo motorcycle in the middle of the desert. Whoops. That'll be a cool little vibe, I guess. You know what it is? It's kind of going to be the Great Wave. So let's use the Great Wave as our reference point for right now. And this is probably the most cliche thing that you could do, but it's what I'm going to do right now. So we're going to use the Great Wave as just our color scheme. I'll switch back on it in a little bit. Great Wave, there you are. That's gonna be the color scheme. How we're gonna do this, I have no clue. We're gonna have to be very careful with our seams on this thing. I might actually get into some real texture work, which, yeah, puts a bad taste just saying that in my mouth. Okay, back to you. Oh man. Am I gonna add another mix RGB right here? Suppose I am. How does that make any sense? Let's just try plugging this in first. Let's see what we get. Okay, so not exactly what I wanted. Not exactly what we wanted. Okay, so we have weird shapes. It keeps going back and forth. So we got shapes. I probably don't want to use circles. Although that's not terrible. How is this gonna work? I suppose we could just do yes. We could do you, and then we could do you as this, and plug that into there, and do not plug that into there. There we go. Okay, cool. Now, the goal is just to get it as black as possible. So let's set the scale to like 300. And I almost need it to go more the further back it goes. How am I gonna do this? How would you affect a color ramp depending on how far back it goes? My little brain cannot handle this part. Oh, we're so close. Such a close thing. I just gotta figure out how to make this work. I need to increase... Okay, so just think. I need this value to change based on how far back we are. Which I'm assuming is another mix RGB. But how? Okay, I mean, there's no harm in just like giving it a shot, right? So let's just go for it. Oh, okay. We can build a custom color ramp. This is gonna be the worst thing I've ever done. We can build a color ramp off the back of U, which is set up like this. What does that give us? So we got to reverse those two. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so it only took 1,000,000 tries, but we got there. It's Tablet Genius's favorite song. The time has come. Look at that. That is crazy looking. Okay, so I actually think we don't need to have this be constant anymore. I think we can do it ease. I mean, that is nuts. That is kind of a crazy look. So we pull that all the way back, right? Boom, 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 boom. And if you are black, we get that. If you are white, we get that. So you need to be black. Alright, there's the setup. Now we just pull this part back. Actually, we can peel both these parts back. Add a little bit of a B-spline, maybe so we get a little bit more of a gradual taper all the way to the end. I like that. I like that a lot. It's not as, like, wily as I want it to be, but I think that's okay. Bitty 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 bitty. You know what? I'm done. I'm done thinking about it. It's cool. It's cool. Let's just let it be cool. I hate this hard line here. I wish that hard line wasn't there. But otherwise, it's pretty cool looking. It's got such an interesting vibe to it. It looks like little fireflies are like lighting up to make it look crazy, which is exactly what I was going for. So now we just gotta find a color. We gotta find a color we like. And we're done. If this thing is gonna be like a Ponyo, I mean not a Ponyo, but if it's gonna be Great Wave inspired, let's find a nice blue. Let's do that. Let's do a minty blue. I don't know why there's still yellow on it, but that's fine. We'll leave it like that. That's cool. Done. We're getting pretty close to this guy being over. So now we gotta go ahead and settle the leg and the seat. Let's do that right now. Let's settle those two guys. Nice little ridge for you to stick your little foot in. Do that just to round that part out a little bit. That part needs to be cut in just a little bit so we get that nice little curve. That looks not bad. It's kind of got an hourglassy sort of vibe, which is not how I would normally describe a bike, but it is relevant here for some reason. This is it. This is it. We're here. It's about to be like a showstopper. Might not be my most interesting commentary in the world, but I assure you my brain is going 1,000,000 miles per hour. Thinking very hard about each decision I'm making, which is what you want to do in a time like this. This is feeling very right. Okay, so we're gonna need to grab our speedometer. Oh wait, I put something, oh, the empty. We need to grab our speedometer all the way down. And just bring him back a little bit. we're like here. This feels done. This feels really classic. That feels good. I might try and flatten the back of this a little bit. I don't even know why that makes sense to me, but the design language is very flat. Everything about this is very, very flat. If we just flatten that out a little bit, give it that really nice curve. That does not look bad. I'm gonna say that 1,000 times today, but I'm pleased with this. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I like what I've made. It's important to enjoy your work while you make it, I think. I think it's very important not to get stuck in the, oh, artists have to hate themselves mentality. Like, it's important to like what you're making. If you don't like what you're making, what are you doing? You gotta settle in a little bit. You gotta enjoy your work. You don't need to toot your own horn and be a jerk about it, but like, you gotta enjoy the process. That is a big part of the whole system that we're in. If you don't enjoy it, you're not gonna succeed. Not that success has to be measured in financial or whatever, but just doing it. Cutting really close to some of these internal structures here. I think this would not pass like a check. I think if people were to do some sort of check on this, they would be upset. But I'm gonna say I feel happy with it. So I'm ready to get into making this part. Let's make the seats. So, I think I understand that the seat should look like... I think the seat should look like that. Does that look right? We're gonna play with this a little bit. Come on. Here we go. I'm gonna just double the size of that mirror because why not? I might put a little bar. Actually, I should definitely put a little bar on the back here to hold the seat in. Maybe it'll be attached to the seat. I'm not sure. I want like a Harley kind of laid back bike. Those are nice. If you've ever sat in a motorcycle, the reason why people like Harleys so much, I mean, there's a cultural aspect of it too. But for the most part, Harleys are nice because they have an actual area that you can like rest instead of being stuck. Like, they're nice. They're just like convenient. They feel good to like rest on. Which is why I think a lot of people are obsessed with Harleys. They're one of the only bikes that cares if you feel good while you're sitting in it. That looks good. That feels right. There's a little weird artifact thing here that I don't really understand. Tablet genius, thank you. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling strong about this. This is really coming together. This is something. The slope that you're supposed to put your tummy on is a little small. So that could probably use a little bit of work. It's definitely not ergonomic, I'll tell you that. If you asked me to design a motorcycle that actually would feel good for somebody, I don't even know where I would start. Like, what do you expect of me? Okay, that's much better. Already, infinitely better. Really good looking. Looks a little on the wide side, and I'm still not super pleased about how wide that thing is. Nova, hello! Check out our motorcycle. Yeah, it's still a bit on the wide side. Thought it was a jet ski till I saw the wheel. You can't say that to us after the conversation we just had. You cannot call this a jet ski, I refuse. I just went through a whole tirade making fun of jet skis. How you doing, Nova? How's life treating you? That is way too big. No, it has to stay like this. Doing all right in both good and bad, but everyone needs a bit of yin and yang, right? Well, I hope the bad's not too bad. You want a little bit of bad, a little dose of bad, but you don't want to have a bad time. That is cool. We are here. If anything, that the good's getting more balanced, that's good. That's what you like to see. Okay, so I wanted this to be like a two-seater, but now I'm thinking there's no way a second person could fit on this. Which is fine. Which I can live with. Okay, let's get into making leather. It is time for some leather. Everyone's favorite part of, never mind, I'm not going to finish that sentence. Okay, so let's go, boom, assign, and it's going to be called leather. And I kind of want to go for like a black leather. Like that. Wow, 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 wow. A little bit of gloss never hurt anybody, but I think the gloss is gonna have to match the pattern of the leather instead of actually being like all the way across. That does not look like bad leather though. That looks pretty smart. I am inclined to do whites. I might do whites. We'll see, we'll get there. All right, so this is where I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I know how to do this. I've done this in the past. We're gonna use a mix RGB. This is gonna be a real cheat. I'm cheating, I'm cheating, I'm cheating, I'm cheating. Everybody can just let it be known I am cheating. We're gonna use just the simplest little setup we can to make this guy work. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not going to stress the details. I want a Voronoi, not a Musgrave. We're gonna use a color ramp up in here in just a little bit. I forgot to add that part, but we'll get there when we get there. Okay, they're gonna cross because I messed up, but crossing's okay. I don't know why the Voronoi is stretched so much. So I guess we will build this out of object for some reason. That didn't seem necessary before. There we go. Done and done. Got everything all assigned correctly, and now we're going to do a distance to edge. For both of them. Okay. So, one of you is going to be like 10, and one of you is going to be like 7. And both of you need to be softened quite a bit. You are way too crazy looking. So I'm going to soften these guys up. In fact, I could probably add the color ramp post. Let's try that. Probably add the color ramp over here. And we'll probably get the exact same results, so I think I don't care. Will this work? So if we do you... That is not what I wanted. And the B-spline is showing its true colors, so nope. So instead, I think we're going to do smooth to F1. This is going to give me a different pattern, which I'm going to have to work around, which I don't want to do, but oh well. It's the price you pay for trying to get things to work smoothly. So we have what effectively should be our setup. Okay, so both of them should be way smaller, like a 30 and like a 13. That looks bad. Boy, doesn't that just look really bad? Better? Not great. Boy, that looks really gross. Now it's a lot better, but it's still, like, not the pattern I want. Not happy about that. That feels really ugly. You know what we should do? We should just remove the clear coat to start with. Just get rid of it. That way we can maintain the pattern on this side. That just looks bad. I'm gonna set the roughness. Hey, thank you for the follow, Mila. As I'm making a terrible piece of leather. The rest of it, though, could be more pleased. If I'm going to brag about something, I'm going to brag about the rest of this bike. But this piece of leather, I don't know about it. I don't know how I feel about it. Alright, let's do some roughness. Let's really get that sheen going in there. That's going to be how you want to make leather. So we're going to want the roughest part to be here. Like that. And now you are going to get cut down. Just like that. Boy, that looks bad. Why do you look so bad? This is looking good to me. I'm still learning Blender myself as a student in college. That's awesome. Are you majoring in it? Are you like practicing 3D modeling specifically, or are you just in college and you're also learning Blender? Because, man, Blender is crazy. You know what? I have something that'll make this look a lot better. I know how to make this look way better. Chill out. Chill out. Figure out what you're doing first. That's gonna look good. We're gonna have a little bit of trim on this thing. This is gonna look so nice. You're gonna love the way you look. Okay, boom. Throw that on. Don't let it be bad. Alright, 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 alright. I just kind of realized, I'm sure this is obvious to everybody who's ever existed, but I'm just kind of realizing that motorcycles are just electric horses. Like, I know it's the most obvious, like, connection in the world, but I'm just now seeing it with, like, the saddle that I'm making right now. And that kind of helps me think a little bit more about how to design the seats. I might look up a saddle for reference. Get rid of you. You're out. I'm in college doing game dev generalist course, and Blender is a part of it. I want to go into modeling as my specialty. I want to do modeling and animation in uni. Yo, that's awesome. Well, hello, welcome. I am about a year into modeling. So if this gives you any point of reference, this is what about a year looks like. Maybe a year and a half at this point, but yeah, roughly a year. I am very, very much a generalist. So I haven't settled into any particular thing yet. I'm still sculpting, I'm still poly, I'm still in procedural, I'm doing all this stuff, which I want to keep as long as possible, but realistically everybody will settle eventually. Look at that. Look how good that looks. Beautiful. All right, we're here. We're here. Look at that. That looks infinitely better. Wow, that really made a difference. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. I'm pleased as can be with that. Now the question is, do I want to highlight it or do I want to low light it? I'm going to make it red because I am OneNote. Thank you for goose. Thank you for a goose. I'm gonna highlight it just because the ego is strong today. Okay, so now I have a million questions for you about game development. What got you into game development is my first one. What made you get into wanting to make games for the rest of your life? Where is L? L, leather. Here you are. We'll call you Leather Trim. Oh, she's gonna be gorgeous. All right, so let's go ahead and dig into some color scheming then while we're here. So 0.995. White is kind of better. It makes the leather look nicer too. I might give it a little bit of that vibe. Just a little bit of a tanny look so it doesn't look like it's been super maintained. I might even make it like dirty, but I want to stray away from that for now. And let's make the plastic blue to match our color scheme. I like the idea of making games, but I found my love for modeling to be strong, so I'm looking around to see what others are doing for inspiration. That's awesome. I think modeling is probably... Modeling and coding, although coding is not the same as it used to be. I think modeling and coding are probably the two most useful all-over practices in the games industry. Things like level design, obviously has really no use. Project management. Honestly, if you want to get into making games, get into project management. Even if you do 3D modeling, project management is gonna like change the way you live your life. And that's the number one like game skill, I would argue, until you have a manager and the manager's doing it all for you. Project management really matters. Like a lot. Hello, Beryl. Beryl, I am okay. My cat has been a terrorist today, so I'm having trouble with her, but otherwise, I'm doing great. Boy, that feels really good. Like, okay, I'm not a sucker. There's artifacts, I see little streaks, I see that there's problems here. I'm not a fool, but I'm pretty pleased with what we have so far. Okay. Now what? Now what? I guess I have to make the speedometer, don't I? Alright, let's give you a shot. Let's do this thing. I don't want to do this. I'm getting into the less fun parts of this mesh now. Well, at least it'll be easy to work on. Let's make sure the orientation is correct on this. So I am going to throw on an image texture. Right there, press new. I don't care how big it is, it does not matter. We'll go into texture painting. And we will go into render. Oh, it's sideways. That's gonna be not fun to work with. Okay. Yeah, man. Okay, so if that's sideways, we're gonna need something here and something here. Make a little smiley face. Uh-oh, this is gonna be a problem. Oh, I don't love this. Okay, you know what? New idea. Tell you what, we're gonna grab all of these guys. Or shrink you down, not you. Shrink you down. Get these guys way out of the way. Now you guys can be made bigger. So we're gonna want a lot of surface area to play with on these. Thank you for the hydrate. Very appreciated. Okay, I think my next question, if you're still willing to answer questions, I don't mean to single you out if you want to just lurk or you just want to hang out. But if you are willing, I would love to know what is like the ideal game. Like, if you had to make Metroid, but it's in medieval times or whatever. Let's export that UV layout. We're gonna need that. And off to Inkscape. All right, here we are. We're gonna go ahead and pop in our little guy. You're gonna see my back end. I didn't mean to show all this. There you go. Oh well. All right, so we got this. I don't care about resizing it yet. That's not gonna matter. What was the question? What is your ideal, if you had to make a game, because I know some people have different ideas of what they want to do with their 3D modeling. But if you wanted to make a game, what's like the dream game? It's a hard one. I think maybe an open racer like Forza Horizon, maybe futuristic sci-fi. Whoa, you're a rare breed. Being into rare things as a 3D artist is usually in your best interest. I don't want to bash on other 3D artists, so I'm going to be careful how I say this. But a lot of 3D artists that I know that are successful are kind of like haha dick joke. And I don't know if that's fake. I don't know if that's them like being nice to the people they work with or whatever. But a lot of people that are successful in the industry end up having senses of humor that I would call not very nuanced, which is fine. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody like that, but I always find it weird that the really deep, subtle weirdos are not successful. And I guess it's because of a communication error. Like, if you're kind of a little spacey and out there, you probably don't communicate very well with other people. I always found that weird, though. That always, like, really stuck with me. Because I'm a bit of a weirdo. I'm definitely more on the weirdo side than I am on the simple side. So maybe it's a little bit of self-consciousness creeping in as well. How on earth am I going to make this work? Just think. Okay, so first and foremost, let's go stroke and fill. No fill, all stroke. You actually don't know? Scroopy, me and Scroopy had a lot of really nice conversation yesterday, and Scroopy revealed to me that his mission in life is not 3D modeling. I won't spoil it for everybody, but given how good you are at 3D modeling, I find that crazy. I get that. It is an odd concept, but I like Tron Legacy a lot, and I'm into racing games, so I figure mix the two. That's dope. You're cool already. You're already the coolest. I'm in. I am very firmly in the like traditional fantasy realm. I'm very into just very traditional fantasy, or like high fantasy, I should say, not traditional fantasy. But I'm very stuck into the fantasy world. I stay away from sci-fi stuff a lot, which my motorcycle will probably look very out of place given that, but I have a plan for it. My end goal is to survive in this world. Me too, man. Can we do path? How do I want to do this? You know what? I can do whatever I want. I can do anything I want. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do how I want it. I can do literally anything I want. Why not? Look at that. You just look at that. All right, so we're gonna do dots. But I want like actual dots. I don't want these weird dashes. Please don't do dashes. Can I just have dots, please? I just want dots. Why are we not doing dots? Is this offset? This is offset. That does nothing for me. How do I make dots? Why is it so weird looking? I just want dots. Just to survive, just to keep swimming? Oh yeah. That is always the goal. That should always be your goal. Regardless. If you got it figured out and you're surviving just fine, good on you. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. None of this is gonna matter. None of that's gonna matter at all. How do I make you circles? Alright, I mean, we'll do the dumbest thing that I can think of here. We'll do the worst thing I can think of. We're gonna grab you, we're gonna make a little document that says period, 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 all the way across. They're definitely gonna need spaces in between. And that font is a no-go, but otherwise, I think we're okay. We don't want fill, we want stroke. We don't want stroke, we want fill. Okay, sure. There we go, that'll do. That fonts, I forgot to fix the fonts. Control A, it's not what I want. I just want to press Control A, and we're gonna want to switch it to something that has very symmetrical little circles. Ooh, squares work. I like squares. Squares will do. Okay, I understand it's a little hard to see what's happening right now. I get that. It's also kind of hard for me to see. But hopefully it should work out here. Alright, let's do objects. How do I do this? Stroke to path. Object to path. Oh, I hate Inkscape sometimes. Inkscape. Text to circle. Give me the very simple method. Add your text. Got it. Add your font. Got it. Understand that part. Draw a circle. Got that part. We're all there. Add top line of text to your circle. What does that mean? Put on path. Text put on path. Text put on path. That didn't do anything. Why did that not do anything? What? Why is it doing nothing? Okay. Text. Put on path. Remove from path. Hello? I think making an XCOM-esque game and third-person shooter elements, the damage would be registered by the actual shots you aim with a significant cone of spread. Yeah, and a mech robot. Overall, just an XCOM rigid system, more fluid, but having non-grid movement. Ooh, I love non-grid movement. With the cover being actual level geometry instead of playing with hit values. I'm okay with that. Have you played Ark the Lad? The game Ark the Lad. Because if you haven't, I think you would really like its movement system and you would find it very inspiring. Okay, so that doesn't work. Now I have all the elements on my canvas to begin the process of wrapping my text around the circle. I'll start by adding the top line of text to the top portion of the circle. To do this, hit the F1 key to make the selection. Okay, sure. Shift key while... Click on the circle. This will apply both the top text and the circle simultaneously. You'd love it. Click on the circle. No, this tutorial's outdated. Beginner's question. Here we go. Put the text on the circle as you mentioned above. The text will go outside the circle and you can rotate the circle at its top. Now with the circle selected, go to the path menu, select reverse. This should put the text inside the circle. What? Okay, so boom, boom. Path, reverse. Where's reverse? Reverse. Why does it not do anything? Can you write the game's name in chat? Of course I can. It is Ark the Lad. Both in selecting text, then select put on path. What on earth? Why? Remove. Remove 20 times. Am I gonna like custom make something in Blender? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I really want this to work, but it's not gonna work. All right, we'll do it in Blender. Whatever. I don't like Inkscape. We can worry about this later. All right, so we got the backing. Here we go. This is gonna be nuts. This is a crazy idea. So first I gotta make a ring. So let's go ahead. I would have used text within Blender and used a curve to restrain the text to. I think that's what you're after. Yeah, I just didn't want the geometry of having text. I'd rather have it be an image file, because then I don't need to worry about rendering it as a texture. And if it gets like moved or something, I wouldn't have to worry about it. So I am gonna go for something crazy. Let's start with 2 gradients. You're gonna get sent off the back like that. I might need to adjust you later. We'll see about that. All right, check it out. This is gonna be nuts. So first and foremost, we're gonna use a spherical gradient. All right, pop you in. Let's grab a mix RGB. There you are. We'll do this nice little bluish color here, and then we'll do something really dramatic like a red, just so we can see what we're doing. We want constants for sure. There it is. There she is. Make sure that you can rotate clearly around this little setup. Yeah, looks great. Perfect. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is grab you. Plug you in to be red and to be this color. All right, so immediately we should have a boundary somewhere. Yep, that's right there. Let's switch you over to the radial. And we're going to throw on a wave. Why is it not? It's not doing what I wanted to do, but a wave should fix this. If not, I'll rotate it. Oh yeah, something's wrong. I should be able to rotate no problem without it carrying. Hello? Oh, duh. There we go. I was like, why can't I see it? That was obvious. All right, there's a speedometer done. Jesus Christ. All right, so let's go ahead and just double that scale so we get more of what we want. And the convergent point is right there, which is annoying. And if we want to be extra clever about this, which I guess I'm being extra clever today for some reason, we will go ahead and add another mix RGB right here with a color ramp right here. We'll plug you in. We will grab that blue right there. We'll plug you into factor, and we're going to remove the bottom portion. What an absolute wreck of a thing I've done here. Okay, so we want you to be that. Perfect. This is gonna be great. Black, and now let's look at it really close on and make sure we get it right where we want it. Done. Speedometer. Procedurally generated speedometer. Doesn't have any text, which still has to be solved, but now I can go and edit it whenever I feel like it. At least it's done. My God. What a hassle. What an absolute hassle for no reason. Just because I couldn't get Inkscape to work. All right. I'm pretty pleased with that. That looks pretty cool. That looks good. want to do more to it. You know what? Okay. Yep. Very fancy speedometer. Thank you. Very appreciated. If I just go mix RGB right here, there's a reason I'm doing this. There's a good reason. It's not the best reason, but there is a reason I'm doing this. I can edit that color however I want, and I can edit that color however I want. And now I just have to make you white. And we gotta make all of these like absolute whites. There we go. Now we have just a single color setup, and the reason I am doing this is because I can now take all of this data and plug it in. I want to do it this way? Yeah, this is a cool idea. I don't hate this idea. I can plug it all down here. Okay, that does not look very good. How do you look so bad? Something here looks weird. I think that's all right. They're not as sharp. The lines aren't as sharp as I want them to be. I think that's the problem. We'll worry about color stuff later. Color's not going to be important until we have a texture on this thing. Oh, am I a crazy person? You bet. You bet. Always have been, always will be. Let's go for it. I don't know why I'm obsessed with the speedometer. I think I just like proved that I knew what I was doing and I'm like proud of it, so I guess I'm just going for it at this point. Is there any point to it? Absolutely not. Actually, I want to reuse that color amp. This is a nice color amp. We're going to use you. Let's do a little bit of an ease. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and make you red. We'll go ahead and make you red. We'll switch to HSV and we will do far to get it kind of that rainbowy. And do I want rainbow? No, I don't want rainbow. Let's do a near. We can just get a little bit of a vapor wavy kind of look. Just the little tippiest tip of that. It might actually be in our best interest if I did this. Hold on, this might work a lot better. Yes, no, maybe so. No. Never mind. Don't do that. Perfect. There we go. Little sunset setup right there. That's clean. Alright, what next? What else am I doing today? Is this going to be a 3-day task? This is unprecedented. I never do 3-day builds. is left to do on you? We got to do the handles. The seat is honestly not bad. I might need to add the little part that holds you if I want to make it Harley Davidson-esque. Are you making this for something? Kind of. So I have a project that is a long way coming. There's no rush on it. I have no deadline. It's my own personal project. And this technically is a part of that. And it's my own project. There's no financial anything for it, so I can do whatever I want, basically. So, not really. But yeah, I mean, I do have an idea of what I want to do with this thing. There is, like, a cause that I'm building towards. Realistically, it's probably going to be thrown onto my portfolio if it gets good enough. It's just not portfolio quality yet. I would not like to throw this on my portfolio yet. Obviously, it's not even done, but like even just some of these like artifacts and stuff I would say are not very good. But the general idea I like, and I like the execution. I think it'll show off a cool side of what I can do. Oh, that's bad. Didn't see that part. Okay, I gotta fix the inside of this. I know I'm forgetting something. I know there's something here that I'm definitely forgetting. Let's update our to-do list. The handlebars. Yeah, the handlebars are important. I've kind of been resisting them for a long time, but I should probably just get into it. All right, let's do handlebars. We'll call that maybe the last thing we do today, because that's probably everything that we have to do. Obviously, there's a lot more to do, but that's the only thing that we have to do for this to be a functional model. I could throw this in a project and say good enough, but it wouldn't be a very good project. Very proud of that light. All right. I'm proud of a lot of stuff here. I think I did a lot of really good problem solving here. This looks not bad. One more look at the speedometer, and I definitely want to change you. All right, let's do handlebars. Sure. Handlebar time. Motorcycle handlebars. Ba-dum, ba-dum, buddy-beady. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. They are complicated. You know what? I should be looking at monocycles, because I don't know how monocycles actually turn. How on earth do you turn this thing? It must be how you lean, right? You have to just lean when you want to turn? Yeah, there's no way that turns. With weight? That sucks. That's scary. These people, my college is filled with people like this. This might even be my college. Shout out. Oh, it's like a research project. That's cool. I love the foot pedal being up there. That is a cool touch. Maybe a little weird, but pretty cool. Okay, so basically it does nothing. It's to do with CG and weight placement. Yeah. I've seen a couple that are this style, the style that I built it in. All right, let's make just a normal motorcycle handle with no turning. So I just need that little gear. I mean, you're good. You're close to what I want. No, don't open the link. Open the image. Oh, it's a nice little texture. I can make that texture. Interesting. What is all this stuff? Okay, so we just need a bracket. Sure, I can work off of this. This will be fine. We have to convert it, though. That looks close to what I have on my motorcycle. Scroopy. I can only love you so much, Scroops. Alright, back to the setup. Let's do this thing. Look how different it looks. Wow. You take one look at a motorcycle and you come back and you're like, hello? The other one is the clutch and the other one is the front brake. Got it. This probably doesn't have a clutch, right? This thing wouldn't have a clutch. I don't think that's a thing. Alright. You're gonna hop off tonight? Need to get up for college tomorrow, but have fun with handlebars? Thank you. I appreciate you stopping by. I'll catch you when I catch you. If you want to stay informed, we do have a Discord. I don't expect anybody ever to join, but if you're interested, got a Discord. So feel free. I'll see you when I see you. Okay, so first thing first, we need to set up the actual handlebars. I got you. It is there. We got a nice couple of people hanging out, sharing some 3D tips. Lots of weird stuff shared. It's the future, right? Then you probably an automatic motor. I mean, I can just say it's magic. There's no clutch. Mila, it's been nice knowing you. Appreciate you hanging out. Also, I'd love to see your work sometime, but I'll save that for another conversation. Okay, we can do that easily. It should be easy. Okay, let's go for it. Let's do a little extrusion. I'm on the Discord now, but I'm off. Have fun. Stay safe. Thank you. You too. Take it easy. Catch you around. I own a Yamaha. Oh, okay. I'm Googling this. Hold on. Let's see what Scroopy drives. Let's judge you. Oh, my heart. Look at this guy. That's what you said? Yeah. 700 tribute. That is lovely. That's a beautiful boy. So, question. Do you drive that and a car, or do you just have that? That does not look bad. Throw a little bevel on there. It's my main transport, but we got a car as well. Wow, living the dream. I mean, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so what's your car? My wife drives it the most. Okay, so your wife's cool. Further getting all of our Scroopy lore. Honestly, the only reason I stream is to get more Scroopy lore. This is the whole reason I'm here. Everyone's here for my lore. I'm here for Scroopy's lore. Alright, that is done. That's not a bad looking little frame, I would argue. It's a green Sakota Siggy E? What on earth is that? Skoda Citigo E. Alright. Oh, it's cute. I like it. It's like a Fiat. Looks like just like a little Fiat. That ain't bad. We don't get those over here. We don't get these guys over here. I'll tell you that. Those don't get exported. Alright, so I gotta make this little clasp. Those are electric. Fiats over here are usually not electric. So I guess that's just a difference. Okay, I think I can do this. I can do this. You wouldn't need that lever there. I need one of them. I need a brake. One of them's the brake, and I need that brake. That's the clutch? Okay, so that's the clutch, and then the other one's the brake. How do you know which one's which? Is it based on how many wires are coming out? Because that has 2 wires, which I thought would be more complicated, but I guess that's for each wheel, the brake for each wheel. That's probably exactly what it is. Okay, so focus. Stay focused. It's the norm? Oh, which side it's on? I understand that. That makes sense. Get out of local. Local is driving me nuts. Okay, so 12. There you are. Off the top of my head, I think this is how I want to do this. So I'm looking at this. That looks all right. Uh-oh, we messed up. Hello? Definitely a longer stream today. Where in the world would you take a road trip? We already went through it, didn't we? You already said Florida. Man, this is tough. This is a complicated one. Just, what you gotta do is you gotta keep your head on a swivel. You gotta be very careful with what you're doing, and all is well. You just gotta really think about what you're doing, and then it's fine. So if I just cut twice... What? That's not what I said. That was weird. GY. GZ. GY. GZ. No, you measure twice, cut once? Nope, you measure once, you cut twice. It's always been my rule. I think we've got it. It's gonna be a little weird at first, but just a little bit of tinkering and I think we got it. Oh, you know what? Actually, I take it back. We want to cut you in half right there first. Get that really solid look. And then push you in. Do you think that was loud enough? I don't think that was loud enough. Oh my god. You can thank Pyro for that one. Pyro's demanded that I use that one. Gas, gas, gas. I'm gonna step on the gas. Tonight, I know. You need the no goofy sound? Yeah, I'm gonna steal some of the sounds that I gave to Joe, that's true. Boy, I hate to be the guy to say this, but this is a Boolean. This is a Boolean waiting to happen. Like, I don't want to be the Boolean guy, because Boolean is, Pyro is cultured. There's a word for Pyro. Pyro, how do you feel about being called cultured? Something tells me Pyro, wherever Pyro is, just threw up in his mouth a little bit. You haven't seen Pyro today? Pyro's here right at the beginning. He's busy. You did. He was right at the beginning. Pyro's just doing Pyro. Always has been, always will be. Alright, let's add a Boolean. Gross. So I guess we'll hit apply on you and we'll take a look. This is a yikes. This is a yikes waiting to happen. Why don't we just remesh it? What am I doing right now? I'm doing damage control. Anybody who's curious, I'm just trying not to lose my mind. I messed up cause I didn't pay attention. He didn't think what he was doing. Alright, so damage control, I guess, is done. Man, I've been saying for a long time that Pokemon does not have very good music, but Soul Silver took that very personally. This game, they went out of their way to make, like, the craziest soundtrack they could. Remixing Lavender Town, everything. Just everything they did for this is like, what? Alright, it's closer to a result that I want. Still not good. I'm just gonna go for it. Like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? I'm gonna be upset? Oh boy. Already there. Already not pleased with what I'm doing. What is this? Alright, I mean, that's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Alright, I think I'm gonna be done right after this. I think I am pretty ready to be done. Do we have auto normals on? Why does it look like this? Oh, we have no normals on. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. Oh, it's you. I see you. Where'd you come from? Let's see if there's any extra little hiders. Oh, that made a huge difference. Look at that. That is pretty much what we wanted. Does it look kind of gross? Yes. Am I pleased with it? Not wholly. But it's there. We have it. She's a functional model at the very least. I'm gonna have to say that's fine. Anything more than this is gonna kill me, so let's do that. That looks pretty okay. Okay, cool. So now I'm just gonna go into here. We're going to cut off the bottom of you. Yeah, we got a little macaroni. Stuck it in his hat and he called it macaroni, you know? I mean, try and tell me that ain't it. Try and tell me that's not right. They're kissing. Why are they merging like that? I understand why they're merging like that, and I will accommodate appropriately. I've been on a real Kingdom Hearts vibe lately, and it's been killing me inside. I want to play Kingdom Hearts so bad. Kingdom Hearts is such an amazing idea for a game. Like, whether you like Kingdom Hearts or not, it is just like the most they did it game ever. Like, it's so just like, wow, they really said let's do this and they did it. It's hard to hate Kingdom Hearts. It's easy to meme on it, but it's hard to hate it. Yeah, Scroopy, you and me are conjoined at the hip right now. It wakes up so many memories? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, that is fine. That is fine. I did play the third one, though. I have also not played the third one, but what I want to do at some point is like play through all of them, including the third one. That is probably my goal. looks a little more real. That's got a little something to it. A little feeling. I recently bought the remake for PC from Epic. You bought the Epic Games Store remake. Because that's where I'm looking at. I'm looking at Epic for mine. Yeah, I think they're the only one who has it, maybe. Okay, you know what? That's good enough for me. We're done. I'm done. The only game I bought on Epic... Oh, so you're aware... If you're not aware, you're welcome. Epic does free games every week. If you are unaware of this, you get free games on Epic every week. You should be taking advantage of that. It is really nice. Yeah, I have like 100 games from it as well. Kingdom Hearts is the only one I bought. Fair. Have I bought anything from Epic? I don't know. I don't think I have. I bought Sims. No, that's not Epic. I was gonna say on Origin, I bought The Sims, and then I immediately uninstalled Origin because Origin's the worst. But nothing on Epic. Whoa, we have a bad something or other. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. You hate to see it with the rap. You hate to see it. Alright, you know what? It's good enough. I'm good. We're done. We're cool. This works for me. Does that feel right? That feels like it's on there, but it doesn't feel correct. But I suppose that's as good as I'm gonna get it. So let's leave it like that. Bum bum ba-dee-bee-dum ba ba-dee-bee-dum ba bum bo-dee-dee rum bum. This one is easy. We're just gonna make a little handle. Doing just the most common stuff we can. Bum, ba, doo, dee, dee, da, da, da. Whoa, careful. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. Dee, 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 dee. Da, da. Da. I'm okay with it being a little bit squared off on the end. I think that doesn't matter, but I will take the moment to correct just a little bit of it. Man, I wish they would remake Ape Escape. Ape Escape deserves like a modern remake. Like they're remaking Ratchet and Clank. They're remaking all of these old games that are fine. I mean, Ratchet and Clank obviously is like a staple, but like Ape Escape, come on now. Ape Escape is like the game. That was the game they used to show off the new control scheme for PlayStation. Like that's how they taught people how to use analog controls. I miss it so much. I don't love that handle, but we'll come back to it in just a moment. I'm gonna give that a 1. We're gonna give you a 1. Just a little bit of a break right there. Little bit of a break right there. Just to give it that moto look. These guys need to be moved down a little bit. It's a little too much of an aggressive look. That should do it. That should be just fine, as is. No need to do anything else to that, I think. Just this top portion needs a little reconsidering. In fact, what I'm gonna do is totally remove all of this using this brush. We're gonna go ahead and dissolve all of that into one. We're going to bring it in one. We're going to delete it, we're going to grab it, and we're going to grid fill that to make a flat cap. That should do it. Done. That's a done deal. Cool. Throw it on. Is it too big? It's a little too big. That's not how I like my handles. There we go. We'll chill them out just a little bit. That seems perfect. That will do. Is it a little on the big side? It might be a little bit on the big side. Okay, that'll do. That is fine. So now we just take you and we're gonna mirror you across the bike, which I guess I will use wheel since I'm using wheel for everything. I mean, come on now. We're like here. We're pretty close to being done. The only thing I would want to do maybe is give it the weird style where you like put the bars up, but there's no reason to do that. Is there a reason to do that? There might be a reason to do the bars up like this, like joystick controls. How would you brake though? You would need a button to brake on one side. That seems not useful. I guess you could put your fingers through and still do it like that. Is that more comfortable? That feels more comfortable to me. I'll leave it like this for now, but I'll think about it. Alright, so you're going to be called Rubber. And we're going to give you just a black matte rubber look. Just a nice black rubber. It's going to have lots of roughness. It's going to be super, super rough, almost completely rough. It's going to have a good amount of sheen. And it's going to have less specular. I'm going to say that's rubber. Done. Pretty good. I think rubber has a little bit of subdivision? Subsurface? What am I saying? Sure, we'll do that. That looks fine. And now we got to do the marks here. So we will grab you, we will set you here as a new slot. I don't really appreciate how hard that slot is in there. So we'll do that just to make sure that it goes all the way. I'm gonna double check that they didn't ruin something. It doesn't look that bad. Yeah, should be fine. Cool. So you're gonna be Rubber. And we're gonna double you to make you Rubber Tex. You're done? What'd you finish? What have we finished on this day? Or were you saying done because I said done? Because I did say done very dramatically. Which is kind of what I like to do. Let's see. I kind of think we want a magic texture. It looked like a magic texture. It looked like a magic weave. no. That's bad. It is a weave of... I mean, I don't necessarily want to redo that exactly. Like a little tiny guy. No. Voronoi is probably our next best choice. You don't actually like that look. That's a cool look. Let's do that. Boom. Look at that. I like that look. That is a cool look. It's a little too random for me, but I don't hate the look. You know what? I think that's a done. I think that's a done deal. That just feels done to me. That feels great. There's a part of me that does want to try and stud it, though, instead of using circles. Using this bad boy? Yeah. I mean, that's like a regular motorcycle, right? The only problem is the random is catching. That's perfect. I'm not going to think about it more than that. That's done. That's a done deal. Dunny, dunny, dunny. You're not a done deal, but I can just replicate and switch you over to be this pattern and bake, and then once we bake, switch the UVs, which is going to require me to think a lot, but once I do it, it's done. So I'm going to say that's it. I'm going to say we're good. Let's say we're all done here. Now I just gotta build a brake. There's a part of me that does want the handles to be straight up and down. I kind of think it'll be cool, but we're gonna worry about that. Not today. Yeah, the handles look a little too awkward. I think they definitely need to, like, push forward. I think that'd be a lot cooler for this. The proportions might be really not good for this thing. So we're gonna leave that as an experiment for later. I don't even know how you would begin to design something like that. I guess you need an engineering degree. But in the meantime, I think I'm done. I think this is the done deal for today. So let's take a look. What are we up to? Let's send everybody off on a little raid. Let's go say hi to somebody. Let's go share some love. A done deal. We got a little done deal. Let's see who's live. 3D modeling. Who do we want? Bum, bum, bum. There's Val of Hearts. First Day Dev, then Tarkov. Share that love. Yeah, we're all about sharing that love around here. 3D art hangs. Okay, I can dig a 3D heart hang. There's a lot of cool people on right now. I'm struggling with who we should go look at. Let's go look at cool 3D art hangs. They look like they're doing some cool stuff. I have no idea what I'm looking at, but it looks great. So we're gonna go say hi to this. Everybody who is here, thank you for being here. If you haven't joined the Discord, please feel free to join the Discord. Not required, not being asked or anything like that, but if you want to talk more, that's where we do our talking. Otherwise, shout out to everyone, and I will see you on Friday. I say that, and I don't know how to look up this person. Yogi? What is going on? Yogi. Whoops, I spelled their name wrong. All right. Ciao. Catch you all next time.